What is it they're testing for and seeing if it's not SARS-CoV-2? What is that then? There's something they're seeing. There's something they're testing for. So can you explain to me what that is?
Yeah, sure. What they're testing for is a short snippet of genetic material, of RNA in this case. So it's the same thing that the PCR test is based upon. So just to give you a sort of a picture of the scale of this, they say that the full genome, which they haven't mapped in the way that I described, but they pieced together using computer modeling,
Okay.
just like Neil Ferguson's computer modeling. But they say that it has, I think, 30 or 40,000 bases long, the whole genome. The little snippets that they're testing for are 2 to 300 bases long. So they're just a fragment of what they say this whole genomic sequence is. But once again, they don't have any proof of the origin of this sequence of RNA. So what they're just showing is this sequence of RNA is present in a variety of samples. Let's say that it's our own RNA that is expressed under certain environmental circumstances, like perhaps when we're ill or if the humidity is really low or things like that. Well, we're basically just showing the presence of our own RNA from those circumstances. So there's no way to correlate it with a virus.
So if we're testing for this and it's natural inside of some people or maybe all of us or maybe just during certain times, it would lead to, we saw a declaration by a congressman last week on our show saying even when we do these antibody tests, scientists don't really even know what a positive test means.
Even tests meeting FDA's standards can be false more than half of the time, especially if the prevalence of COVID-19 in the surrounding population is low. And even with a true positive, scientists are not sure even what that means.
So are you suggesting that there's a potential that this is just RNA that our bodies create naturally and we are locking everybody down, putting masks on them for something that just simply may exist inside of them by nature?
Yes, yeah, that's essentially exactly what I'm suggesting. And when our bodies are exposed to some kind of insult, right? Even if you just get a little laceration, there's a response. Our bodies make certain antibodies, proteins, our cells mobilize to respond to make sure that nothing dangerous has invaded the integrity of our bodies. And I think that we could simply be measuring some response like that. That's very nonspecific.
What is going on and what these PCR tests do is actually take components of our own waste materials that are there when our bodies are stressed and strained, and they remove wastes and they repair damaged DNA. So what this specific article is going to help you understand is that this highlighted piece of DNA, so these are base pairs, and there's 4 base pairs, and they make different combinations. So this is the so-called novel coronavirus that they search for in your body and that they put in the PCR test, which is not even supposed to be used as a test. It's actually a tool to make more copies of this so you can tell what you actually have in your body. So this is the sequence. It's an 18-character primer, and it's found in the WHO coronavirus PCR testing protocol document, which is right here, okay? So what's happened here is this is what they're using to detect in your body and to make a positive test result, okay? This is their sequencing, their primary assembly. Now over here, this is Homo sapiens, that's humans, chromosome 8, primary assembly. Chromosome 8 is this sequence. C, T, C, 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 T, 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 G, T, T, GT, GT, T, GT. Very specific. And over here, CT, CC, CT, TT, GTT, GT, GTT, GT. It's this. What they are doing is calling our chromosome 8 primary assembly as the coronavirus. We are the virus. Your own DNA, like I've been saying, like I've been teaching, here's the evidence that what they are pulling out of your body and calling a disease is your own DNA. This should really help you, okay, understand the scam at hand here.